Hello and welcome back. This is of course Wanado with another video. We are back in Minecraft. It has been a bit of time since we've been on this series. I thought given that it's been a while since I've uploaded, and in case you're new to the series, to remind you, the premise of this series is that we are playing through every version, or at least the big versions of Minecraft, starting at Minecraft Alpha, and we're going to periodically update. So do stick around and hopefully it'll be pretty interesting the world that we end up in by the time we get to the latest version. I did some fire in the meantime, which is now just floating there. You gotta love the alpha fire. So we have our house. I've got a pit which is getting deeper and deeper, which I am digging down on. Ooh, the sheep's coming over to say hi. And we've got quite a lot of cobble, which of course I need the blocks to continue our mob spawner up there, which is coming along nicely. There are actually mobs dropping down, so it is working, but I do need to go around and light up to increase the spawn rates. Hopefully it's becoming obvious why I chose to build this iron ocean so that it's nice and quick in terms of in the day there's not too much spawning, or in the night I should say there's not too much spawning. But I have also been working on this over here, which today we are going to be preparing, because next episode we're going to be updating to the next version of Minecraft. Ooh, and there we go, perfect timing. Got some gunpowder, and I have actually got, oh there's another one. My days, this is the most efficient I've ever seen it. So we got glass here, and this is going to be a greenhouse for some tree farms. I also have diamond pickaxe, which I made just to speed things along. And we got some goodies. I do want to try out this TNT. Let's go put it down over here. And I believe there's a cave where I know there's some diamonds as well. But this is going to be a greenhouse, I think mainly just for trees. I might make one quadrant a wheat farm as well. So let's just get this outside, because I don't want to have to be looking at it. Let's see if maybe we can get a pig with it. I'm hoping we can set it off just by punching it. Oh yes, it's the version where you can just punch them. Sorry, pig. Oh, we got both of them, perfect. And a whole bunch of blocks. So our first bit of TNT has been laid. I don't think that pig dropped any pork, but that's okay. Nice bit of blocks and pork. So I'm going to get this, but first of all I have something. Oh, I have two things in the cave to show you actually. So let's go down there. We have a spawner, which I actually haven't raided yet. So although I'm woefully unprepared, that's... Oh, we got a... Oh! Luckily there's lava right here to light up. Let's just light this up a bit. See what we got in here. Oh, I've got a bucket, some wheat, some gunpowder. Let's grab all of this actually. That's slightly disappointing. I was hoping there'd be more. But it's nice and close to our base. So we have a zombie spawner, which when we update, I'm not sure if this is gonna stay a zombie spawner. There's no zombie in there before they added it. But we also have this. Mossy cobble, one of the rarest blocks in the game at this stage. When they add it later, of course, it gets a lot easier to get. I think you can craft it, but at that point, I am hyped to have some mossy cobble, some original mossy cobble. Plenty of redstone down here, which takes forever to mine, which is the reason I haven't come back and got it yet, given that the extent of the redstone that we can do is just pressing a button. A creepy cave noise to get the entrance. I can hear a skeleton right above, but we do have some lovely gold here, which we are going to snag. Oh, there's some iron, which I do need as well. Been burning through my iron tools like nobody's business, so this is perfect. And we have diamonds, that's what I wanted to show you guys. So we've already got some, but just adding to our collection. And just make sure there's none more around. And let's head back up. It's not much of a base when you look at it like this, but we're going to improve that drastically shortly. So let's get this, just put these safely away, and I need to smelt up some cobblestone, and I need these as well. Hello. I think if I get here he might actually, yep, he lights. Oh, okay, this is an issue that I do need to address. That do I have any way to step, because the guys on the very bottom level currently aren't low enough to actually die, but so I have to drop this down a few levels. He scared me when he fell and made the taking damage noise. I thought I was going to get blown up. Luckily, most of this place is pretty safe. I see you there. Okay, one down. Saw another one. I think oh no, he's over there. I do need to light this up pretty badly. Let's, oh. There's so much more sinister. Oh no! No! Oh my days, I thought I'd done enough damage. Yes, I've slightly given away that I haven't filled in this yet, which I will be doing, but not yet. So we're gonna actually need to add walls to this, so I'm gonna have to do at least some of it around the side. So let's start over here and I'll show you what I'm thinking for this glass house. Most of it will be glass, as a greenhouse kind of suggests, but then I want to start with, we don't have many building blocks to work with is the issue. Start like this and maybe go 1, 2, I think 2 is fine, and then have kind of supports that go up with the rest of this. I'll see how that looks, because there's not much I can work with between these two. Maybe they should be the other way around actually. Anyway, I'll have a start filling stuff in, and whoa, look how many creepers are spawning. Okay, I really need to light this up. And there it is. A nice little greenhouse that I've finished up. I was just coming over here to slaughter some animals. Always a good thing to be doing. We got our pit from the explosion. Let's take you into the greenhouse. It's a pretty simple design, as I said. Not a huge amount of blocks that we can use. You don't exactly have block pallets like we do nowadays in 1.16, 1.17. But it'll do. Nice roof with the kind of wire frame with the stone filled in with the glass. Mostly spawn proof. Unfortunately, we do kind of have to put up with torch spam because there's almost no other option. Chest in the middle where I'm going to keep the saplings once they grow. Plenty of room for the trees to grow, but not so that they grow to the large trees. And yeah, it works pretty well. Just come in and cut down. Not much automation that can be done in this version, so this is about it. Just keeping it all in a nice condensed place. Get the sapling, replant. As I mentioned, I might make one of them into a wheat field, but wheat's a bit annoying in this version in that if you walk over the tilled ground, then it turns to dirt. So I'm still having to think about how I'm going to work that out, but might include that because it'll be useful for food. Hopefully I can get most of the food I need from pork. I've been filling this in as well, just to, oh, hello zombie, because I want to make this area so I can actually use it. So got to drain the ocean, which is always a fun thing before sponges. And the other thing that I've been working on is the pit, which is coming along nicely. I will take you down there in a second. But I've been using lots of the blocks, but we've got lots of blocks which I've been extending our mob tower, which is useful. Let's head down here. I have to admit I did die when I was draining out the bottom of lava as well, which is very frustrating because I lost my diamond pickaxe, which is why that obsidian is still there. I have a couple of plans. I should have brought some glass down actually, but I can go grab it. So you will see that there are holes in the bedrock floor. This version, clearly the generation means that you get void holes. So in alpha 1.1.2 we have a whole bunch of holes. So I think this is going to be pretty cool display. So that's pretty deadly there. If I jump down there, there would be no coming back, no elytra, nothing like that, no ender pearls to get back out. So I'm thinking of filling this in with glass at this level. I'll need to mine this out, which takes such a long time in this version. I think they reduce the amount of time it takes in later versions. Making this like a glass floor that looks down. I'm not sure if I should fill this in with lava, so you just have like lava and bedrock, or just have it with the void, which is pretty neat. And then we can make this our strip mining area. So let's fill this in with a bit of glass. Before I fill this in, I just dumped all my stuff in here. I want to do a little bit of void experimentation. So first of all I need to find a suitable hole, and we're just going to jump down and see how long it takes to die, which I know is pretty standard. We can see some of the other blocks, and then the actual whole thing disappears as well. Let's get back over here. I need to put some water down so I can jump down nice and easy. The first test was quite useful for seeing that you could see quite a few holes in the void. I guess you can't see the others because I haven't dug them out yet. I thought I was going to fall through with my bucket. I do not want to lose, so it's... oh, okay. I am not doing well with jumping. I still am adjusting to the fact that you can't sprint at all. Now we drop some water down, we're going to see if we can get a better look at this. So, or maybe the water won't flow beneath the void at all. That's interesting. We can see other holes there. And yeah, that's really useful to know that the water won't flow down as well. So now I'm going to fill in that glass now. I've satisfied my scientific curiosity. Okay, it's looking pretty good over there. It's almost looking like a base. And it is looking pretty good here. I've finished off, put the glass in. And my cat's just jumped up on the table and is right in my face, so might jump off here out of my own will. But I've also added in, which I probably am going to spruce up a bit, I might add a bit of, it's very flat at the moment. But I've added this drop zone in so we can get down nice and quickly into this water. You need at least 3, I believe, or 2 minimum to keep it in, to not die when you fall. So we got a quick way down. We currently don't have a quick way up. I need to put some ladders in. And I've got the 4 ways for our strip mining, which is equal to the top. It doesn't line up very well. This one lines up. This one does actually. I don't think this one's way off of what the center is because of this spiraling effect, which I thought would look cool, but in the end has given me a bit of trouble. And we've got the void pit beneath us where you can see death, which we tried around with a little bit down there. But we won't be going down there anymore, and we've got a nice floor. So this is going to be my base of operations for mining, and hopefully it's going to yield us some results. So I just popped back into my spawn house with the creeper as the sun sets, because I can't remember if I said in a previous episode or not, but slimes were supposedly removed from this version. But I have got quite a slime farm down here. I've got 8 slimes. Normally when I come down, there's actually a lot more slimes than this, and I have quite a trouble getting around. So this is the original hole that I built. They don't split, so yeah, I've just got slimes spawning everywhere down here. So whatever the patch note said that slimes were removed, they were not, and they're actually quite deadly. So you probably hear me frantically clicking because their hitboxes are very tricky to get in this version. So there's some more around. Sometimes there can be like 10 giant slimes, which is quite an issue. And I think it might be affecting my spawn rates on the mob spawners. So I might need to address something. Oh no, that's tragic. What happened? These guys actually hurt as well. So we've got our tree farm and potentially a wheat farm, which we might do some work on. I do want to do some work underneath the base to make it a bit more base-like and potentially get a storage system, because at the minute my stuff is just absolutely everywhere. We've got a inadvertent slime farm set up. We've got our strip mines. There's one more farm that we can actually do that's automated, is a cactus farm, which you might have noticed I put a couple of more layers on the mob farm, and I think that's going to do it for the height. I think that's enough if I light up the area and the caves and sort out the slimes down there. So I'm going to plonk a cactus farm on top, probably encase it in glass, which I appreciate using glass a lot. It's probably one of the most interesting blocks in alpha. So put that on, and then the cactus can pull down the same chutes as our mob spawners. This whole area, as I said, I'm going to lower, but that might be for another day. But let's get this cactus farm on, and then I think we're going to be ready to update. Oh man, you are loud. Kill that guy. Maybe I remember there was some myth that wool negated full damage slightly. I do not think that is true. But let's head up there and start planning out this cactus farm. I just realized for a cactus farm, some sand is probably a good idea, and I'll show you. I'm currently excavating down here all of the sand that is remaining, because I don't want to take sand from on the surface, because it makes it look horrible. And I want my scenery to look good, at least until I decide how I want to terraform it. So I've just been taking sand from underneath our base, which has worked out quite well for me so far. This is what it looks like on top of our mob spawner. A great view of the world. We can see the void pit, the spawn house, and the tree farm greenhouse down there. Our base is going to live down there, and we've got a nice view. The everlasting fire. Ooh. Creepy dungeon noise. But we're going to start by just putting a ring around on this, and then I'm going to have to think about how the water is going to flow down into our mob chutes that we've currently got. Apart from the consistent water noise, which is very frustrating, so we'll just turn that right down. Everything actually flows. I thought there might be water flow issues, but putting water right around the edge, everything reaches to the middle, which I guess makes sense, given that that's kind of how I planned it for the mob system. So this was just a rough layout, and now we need to work out where the cactus are going to sit. And I am going to be using signs to auto-collect the cactus. So something like that I think will work well. And then obviously cactus on top of the sand. And I need to put a bunch of signs. I'll do them in rows back and forth. Which isn't going to be probably the most efficient, but it doesn't matter. And I know that cactus might grow and pop onto that one. I'm kind of hoping, I think that's unlikely. And I don't mind if I lose a few. I'm going to have enough in this whole area that it should be efficient. I'm hoping I'm not too close to the build limit. I realize now I should probably double check. And my glass is my diamond. Ooh. Diamond shovel, sorry, is almost going to break. Okay. How far away are we from the build limit? Okay, that's the build limit. So let's use I was thinking about putting 2 layers on this thing. I might just put 1 layer on so that I don't get too close to it. Can I jump down here and not die? I'll probably take some damage. The joys of before sign stacked and before shift clicking. This is gonna be a while. I put 1 along here, but I realized there's a better way of doing it, so blub, 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 blub. That was not as satisfying as I thought it would be. I got a little distracted, just doing a quick experiment with fences, and their hitbox is a full block in this version. And interestingly, you can't place fences if it's not placed on a block. So, two interesting things there. Progress makes the world go round, or at least it keeps this world going. So I've put all of this in. Everything should be set up. This side's all watered. This side has all the water ready. I just haven't broken all the blocks because walking around is difficult. I put some signs down there just to make sure that no water flows down there at all. It won't block items at all, which is good. Filled in this dome. I do have a couple of torches around here. I kind of wanted to make it slightly like a lighthouse from far away, but these torches aren't bright enough. So I might add some glowstone once that's added to the game, once we update to that point, to these bits here. These blocks here are just to try and prevent the light level on this bit, keep it a bit darker for down in the mob spawner, but I don't think it will actually be an issue. So all I have to do now is break all of these blocks down here, holding the water back, and then add in the cactus, which I've been growing. I had this issue before where items get stuck in a certain part. For some reason, there's no flow, which you might have noticed is why on these parts I did have put glass in and then water on top, which just solved this issue. Clearly, forgot to do it on that square, so that should solve all of my water flowing issues. It's So signs don't stop the cactus growing, and this has ruined the farm completely. I'm gonna need to have a look at the Wikipedia. Oh, I'm so confused. This should be working. Maybe it's when they get to 3? Having a little look around. There's cactus falling down there. I just do not know what's causing it, so I might have to... And there's another one, you can hear them falling in. Let's complete this. I can't find any reference. It says sign should work on the wiki, so I guess maybe at some point it changed. I don't know. Which hopefully means that this will work in the future. It might not work now. Maybe it only falls off when there's 3 high. Oh, almost jumped right off the building. So let's fill this in. That's right. And then we can just jump up here for a second and have, I mean, there's a cloud right in the way, which is useful, and finally this glass is going to be a bit annoying. I don't think there's any that are 3 high, which implies that they are popping off. And that's me dead. Oh wait, I survived. I thought, oh, that's too deep. So you can survive too deep, that's good. Yeah, I mean, there's cactus coming down at the bottom. There's a creeper as well, which I still need to resolve. So maybe it is working. Interesting. Okay. All that disappointment for nothing. Oh, there's so much coming down. Oh, we did it! Yes, I should really do this. Also, I love cactus, because look how big the item is compared to a normal item. Like, what is going on here? Oh, okay, let's go finish up this farm. The sun is almost setting, and it is setting on this episode. I thought we would wrap up right by the eternal fire, which will forever warm our hearts, even if when we update, these will probably burn out and extinguish. I do like it here. We can see the cactus farm up there, which is a success. I've got this already just from walking over and cleaning up the last few bits. It works, which is fantastic. And other than that, I'll say thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy today's episode, please like and subscribe for more. We're going to be updating next episode, which is very exciting, our first time updating. And we'll eventually, one day, get up to Minecraft 1.17, or whatever the latest version is by the time we get there. But I won't be rushing because I'm enjoying the features as we go. I'm having a lot of fun in this world, and I'm excited to see what the next update brings. So thank you very much, and until next time, goodbye.